Hi everyone, this is Jem, and today we are going to be making our way to the hedge. I'd like to show you a safe path to get there. So to start off, we are going to begin at the mysterious machine. And the enemies that you will probably find on the way there are going to be larvae, some spiderlings, mites. Hopefully nothing else much bigger than that. Usually going this way is relatively safe. You might run into a spider if you're unlucky. I'm going to see if I can get there without that problem. So we got our exclamation point indicating the hedge lab. So we're going to go ahead and keep going this way. As you can see over to the right, you've got some dry grass kind of over there. There tends to be a stink bug that likes to hang out over there. So I'd like to try and avoid that. Over here to the left, what I typically like to do is there's a place I like to find. There's like a half-eaten apple. And then looks like I've already passed it, but it's about back that way. I'm trying to remember. But you'll see in just a minute, there is a plank in the ground over there. A lot of spiderlings like to hang out over there. There's also a big spider that likes to hang out in that cave. So we're going to try and avoid that. Over here to the right, there tend to be mites. Mites are a little better to handle than spiderlings and a giant spider. So we're going to hang out over here. Come here. Stuck in the grass. Alright. Go ahead and go this way. Mites are fairly easy to avoid, so we're just going to keep going. La, 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 la. And then at about this point, what I like to do is kind of veer to the left a bit.
There's another aphid.
Because to the right, there tends to be some not so fun things. One, a wolf spider. There's like a little wolf spider nest under some
Maybe
leaves.
that
Oh, look, see
spiderling ate some
spiderling.
popcorn.
Let's see if she gets aggroed by me. No, no. All right, we got lucky. Oh, threat detected. Hold on. Here we go. Hi. So the thing with spiderlings, they tend to attract more. Come here. As long as you have a shield, and I definitely recommend having a shield for this trip. Oh. Yep. Come on. But really not that difficult. Oh, is that another one? Like I said, when one dies, they attract more. Okay, so the goal is to reach this water, right? Come here. But yeah, they're really not too hard to beat as long as they don't attract anything bigger. So yes, the goal is to reach this water. And now that we have reached this water, we're just going to go ahead and follow along the bank here. Another good thing about this area is if it's in the evening time, um, fireflies like to kind of come around here and hang out. I usually can manage to kill a couple of them around here. So as we're getting closer to our destination, you're more likely to run into some larvae. Just gonna keep on going ahead. Yep, see, there's one in the distance.
That's not a grub.
Nope, that's a
Oh well,
larvae.
wherever you are, I'm gonna dunk you.
Yes, I am. Alright. And usually if you pay attention, you can kind of catch them before you cross paths with them, at least going this way. What I like to do is typically stay pretty close to the water. Oh, oh, no, no, where is it? There you are. Hi. rude of you to do that. Yeah. Oh, coward. They're also cowards. If you get down to the last hit, they run away. Anyways, moving on, we're just about to the hedge. So, something to keep in mind, you want to stay over here because over that way are about 2 to 3 bombardier beetles that love to hang out around those rocks. And so, that's great if you want to build like a jerky rack. But if you're trying to avoid enemies, um, following the river and going this way, taking your time slowly, you can avoid that encounter and you can kind of just go straight up from here. And that's what I typically like to do. If you go too far to the left, you'll start running into mosquitoes. So I usually just go straight up from here. And we have made it to the hedge, which is a great resource for berries, larvae, bombas. I like to call them bombas, bombardier beetles. Um, and yeah, hope that was helpful to you. I'm not going to go all the way to the hedge lab, but that is an easy and safe path to get to the hedge. Hope you found this helpful, and good luck on your playthrough.